Okay, so I'm going to be explaining sight versus situation and relative direction versus absolute direction. Okay, come into it now. Take it how you will. Do it with it. Do with it what you will. Alright. Sight versus situation. So, the way the sight versus situation works is sight is... I'm not cheating. Sight versus situation is... Sight is defined by water supply, topography, which is artificial, or I'm not gonna get into that. So essentially, sight would be like if you go to the Sahara Desert, the water supply would be the Nile River. It doesn't go across the whole thing. It doesn't make up the whole thing. But it is the only water supply, pretty much. There is springs, stuff like that, just how it is. There's not a lot of things that can go through there, which it also has to do with soil and climate. What can you define the Sahara Desert for in climate? It's hot, it's dry. What can you define it for in soil? It would be nothing. You can't grow stuff in sand. It's very hard to grow stuff in the Sahara Desert. Now, you go down a little bit. You go south a little bit. You got the jungle. You got the rainforest down there. The rainforest, it's gonna have the Nile River going through it. It's gonna have the Congo River going through it. It's got mountains. It's got trees. It's not dry. It is not arid. You can't grow stuff in it either. There's nothing to grow there. If you go even further south, you got growable land. It's not permanent. It's just how it is. The climate for the rainforest in Africa is not great for growing stuff, but a lot of things live there. Now, situation would be different because situation is defining characteristics like, say I have a trade route that goes through something, and that is how I describe something. Like Leander, we have, I think it's 183. It goes straight through the city. It goes straight through. It's basically a one-road town. It's growing bigger, but that's how you would define it. It goes, 183 goes through the city. That's how it works. So, that being said, going into our second topic, which is relative direction versus absolute direction. Absolute direction is defined by north, south, east, west, So, say I need directions and I want it in absolute for some reason because I'm stupid. Or no, I need like map directions, something like that, So, if it's on a map, right, you're gonna want to use north, south, east, and west because north, see everything. You also have northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. It is how it is. That being said, that is something that you're probably going to need directions for going longer distances. Say I'm on a vacation and I get lost. I need directions to the nearest McDonald's. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. But say I need directions to the nearest McDonald's and I'm in the middle of a country road. The guy is not going to be like, left, right, you go left. You could do that. That's not what I would want. Most of the time. Depends. If I have a map and I need to figure out which direction something is, I have my compass rose. That is how you define that. That being said, relative direction would be forward, backwards, left, and right. That is more or less how you would do something more if you were on foot. So imagine you're on foot. You're not going to want to say, most of the time, in my opinion, I wouldn't say go north to somebody. Because if you don't have a compass, you don't know where north is if they're walking on foot. This would be shorter directions, is how it is.